because of you, Daddy.
So Chris Griffin finally got himself a real girlfriend. He went to this summer camp recently and met a drop-dead, gorgeous Canadian girl. Mind you, Chris's previous relationships were with things like banana peels and cuts of pork. Ever since he started dating this girl, he's been acting like a total jerk. His friends immediately zeroed in on the real headline here. Chris was finally willing to date an actual human being. Quagmire asked Peter if he'd seen this girl on video or anything. When Peter said no, Quagmire suggested Chris's girlfriend might not actually exist. He said he'd have to see photos when he got home. Chris pulled out a donut shop advertisement. The blonde girl on the poster was definitely stunning. Chris insisted this was his girlfriend. Peter called BS right away. Chris said fine, they could drive up to Canada together and see for themselves. The next morning, Peter was already packing. Lois thought it was ridiculous to drive all that way just to prove a point. Peter figured their son would crack under pressure and confess before they even got there. They finally crossed into Canada around lunchtime. Peter didn't drive straight to this supposed girlfriend's house though. He'd always been curious about Canadian strip clubs, so they stopped at one for lunch. Gotta say, the place was definitely different from the American ones. Because of the freezing weather, the dancers had to perform wearing layer after layer of clothes. Soon there were 2 mountains of discarded clothing on stage. By the time Peter and Chris finished eating, the show still wasn't over. But Peter was completely mesmerized. Chris couldn't understand why his dad brought him here. He had a girlfriend, for crying out loud. You know why I don't believe you have a girlfriend? Why? Because you're just a fat loser. I hate you. Crap, I think I really hurt his feelings.
Please welcome our next dancer, Chris Griffin.
Because of you, Daddy.
A few hours later, they arrived at the address. Turns out Chris's girlfriend was real after all. Peter was genuinely proud of his son. The girl was right there at the window. She spotted Chris in the car and came running out excitedly. Dad, I really want to thank you. I don't have a girlfriend. I made it all up. Guess we're both fat losers, right, Dad? It's okay, buddy. Let's just go home. We can watch that new Pixar movie on the way. Sweater Story, another blockbuster? Definitely.